Shalom, 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 shalom. Giving all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh Bashim El Shai Bashim Rakakodash. Giving double honors to the elder apostles and elder bishops, a great millstone who well, peace and salutation to the election, the first fruits, the choicest part that the Lord can have mercy upon in these times. And Shemal Mafis and Abba from the Great Millstone Plaintables came from Philadelphia. Coming with another wee lesson, just a very quick one. You have it here. And this particular individual goes by Dabu7 on YouTube. He put out pretty much a video stating of different threats that are being going down to large crowds or big events in multi-cities, and having different events. Okay, you said even this particular place where people get treatments and such are targeted. So you have it from the National Counter T Center. They said on Friday that the ALQ, they got some calls and such, which for quite a bit, people would look at us as the face of T-ism, but you have it that we're actually not. We're just preaching the gospel. All right. And you have it where Ishmael, to the so-called Arabs, and they are normal the ones who are the face of them different, events and such. Even though, we know all the breathing together that's done in secret, concerning them and such, But, so, you have the different articles, which, I'll click one. All right, this is off the Office of Director of National Intelligence. So, this is, of course, legit and such. And you have it here. They're sharing various intel, to turn different attacks and such. All right, by that particular ALQ organization. Okay. And pretty much it says that they're the relentless. It says under President Trump leadership, the NCTC is working across agency to watch list, screen, vet, and pass information to combat all potential threats to the American people and best protect the safety, security, and freedom of our nation, while the potential for heightened threat environments may arise as political international climate shifts. NCTC's recent product serves as evidence of the partnership between our intelligence community and the law enforcement has never been stronger. It says President Trump policies have ensured that Americans is more prepared than ever to respond to address any threat directly, rapidly, and with strategic coordination. All right, read between the lines. The relentless pursuit of our enemies means clearly defining and understanding them. And that's why they would, of course, have intel on them. Okay. Said NCTC Director Joe Kent, constant vigilance, including guarding our borders and ensuring our communities are informed. We have knowledge and leadership to keep America safe. That said, it is critical for first response and public to stay alert and vigilant against threats from this particular ALQ organization, RFT, global network, while a number of threats persist, the NCTC, our partners, are monitoring 24 hours, 24/7 to thwart these attacks. All right, so you have it right there and such, and the counter T and thing. All right, so I don't know, Double Seven, what he gonna say?
We've got the National Counterterrorism Unit basically stating that we've got a huge event that's about to pop off, and they're putting big alarm bells all over this. They're saying that they have signs that Al Qaeda is about to attack and to hit the country, and the timing is super suspicious, especially right here ahead of the whole Charlie Kirk funeral thing.
Now, there's a lot of things that he just said and such. And, we have to be very, 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 mindful. So the things could be flagged. And I don't want the, video to be flagged. And we have the information. This is what this individual is saying. We'll say what the scriptures is saying. And close out. All right. So I'm just going to get two precepts. The one precept is in Job 18. In Job 18, it tells you in verse, I start at verse 7. I start even above. This is Job chapter 18 and 5. Yeah, the wicked, the socket. Yeah, the light of the wicked, which is me, pardon me, shall be put out, and the spark of his fire shall not shine. Okay? And, E is losing its power, especially with information and such, because the Lord has revealed the wicked, whom they actually are, where the scriptures is talking about the wicked. And as in Job 9:24, it's talking about Adawam, all right? The right folks, right? It says, the ones that say they're right? It says, but are really weak. But anyway, going on, it says, and the spark of his fire shall not shine. It says, the light shall be dark in his tabernacle, and his candle shall be put out with him. The steps of his strength shall be straightened, and his own counsel shall cast him down. Okay, you got all this division, too. Okay, his political parties and, people within them, bring out different information against itself. Okay, making them all look collectively exactly what they are as, breathers together, people. Okay, fire breathers. Okay, because they're coming together with this information, and they got different thinkings. Chashab, all right, just thinkings, of malicious intent. Okay, it says this is the point. Going down, it says, the steps of his strength shall be straightened, and his own counsel shall cast him down, for he is cast into a net by his own feet, and he walketh upon a snare. And it says, the jinn shall take him by the heel, and the robber shall prevail against him. The snare is laid for him in the ground, and the trap for him in the way. This is the point. Terror shall make him afraid on every side, and shall drive him to his feet. All right. And you have as they say, the Bahama, which are the different and dreadful events and such, which has been prophesied to go down and such, right? Which a specific dreadful events we don't know. We see through a glass darkly, but we do know of different major things gonna happen, because the scriptures do speak about it. All right, i.e. this scripture right here, Job 8 and 11, or 18 and 11, okay? Which, would bring a very big change to how the world is operating, as it did back then, all right? And, with the two dominoes that fell, back, and that was in what's that? Yeah, the 11, and then you have it yeah, that nueve. I'm terrible at that. But yeah, man. So we see what it is right here. And information has went out. And things will be addressed, okay, by these particular bureaucracies. All right. So we have one other scripture, which is 2 Corinthians 2 and 11, which it says, "Least Satan should get advantage of us." Who is Satan? Is the enemy, Shaitan. Okay, the physical counterpart for the spiritual demon. Satan is Adawam. All right, which is red. That he's not rape or white. Is red. All right, the elite of them go back to, of course, Adawam. E is Edom, right? But anyway, it says, "For we are not ignorant of his devices." Okay, Numa. All right, going into these different and evil purposes. Okay, which will bring forth, big changes, in the world. Okay, do legislation, harsh, severe legislation at that. All right. This is Micah 2 and 1. It says, "Woe to them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds. When the morning is light, they practice it because it is in the power of their hand." Okay? And this is in their hand. If they have the control of the earth, they can conspire, different things. All right? And such. And make things seem as, a certain way, and you have it be derived from them themselves. Okay, it's doctored up. All right, so that's it through the spirit. Shalom to the elect. I pray that you've been edified and that the lesson audio has been captured. I've been having struggles with that, and attacking the page basically in that form. But shalom to the elect.